Friday. We finally made it. I live for the weekends. And I don't really plan on doing much. Hey, Dave. I don't plan on doing much this weekend, except probably binge watching. I'm making some short ribs, so I can't wait for that. That's going to be so good. And I'm also making some turkey necks with some rice. I was going to put it in some greens, but or some cabbage. I was gonna put in some cabbage, but I think I'm gonna just put it over some rice. But yeah, I'm on my way to work. I'm on the highway part. Traffic is way more clear than it has been. I guess everybody takes Fridays off, and I probably will leave after lunch today, potentially. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm really sleepy. I probably went down probably like 8 o'clock yesterday. My daughter kept coming in the room. I was like down bad. I was like, oh my God, these 5 days in the office is no joke. But yeah, but I did want to talk to you guys about the SAVE Act. I don't know if you've heard about that, but I have been ringing the alarm to especially my married friends. Hey, cousin. To let them know that, listen, and this is not even just my married friends, but it is going to affect women, and especially married women specifically much more. But if you don't have a passport, you need to go ahead and get one ASAP. And it costs about $160 to get a passport. It takes 6 to 8 weeks normally. It could take longer, but you need to make sure you have a passport ready to go by the time it's time to get your next vote in. Because if you don't have one, and for whatever reason your birth certificate doesn't match your ID, you will not be able to vote. Hey, Denise. So you need to make sure that you have a passport, or you're unfortunately going to have to change your name back to what is on your birth certificate, or you will not be voting. And now that they're trying to pass that SAVE Act, that's going to affect women who've been married, potentially like even children who, their names are changing for whatever reason, like maybe adoption or something like that. Whatever's on their birth certificate, you adopt them and change their name. You won't be able to change the birth certificate, but then that won't match. And then eventually, when it's time for them to vote, they will not be able to vote if that law is still in place, or if it's not taken back. So, like I said, the SAVE Act is what's on the table, and you need to have a passport, or your ID must match your birth certificate. And then you have to have a real ID. And I know in Georgia, a real ID means that there's a black star on your driver's license. If you don't have that, you need to go get an updated ID. But I'm just trying to ring the alarm about voting, because especially like if you're married, if you take on the last name, then your household will get one vote. And so what I want to tell the men out there that are married is try not, if your wife wants to change her name for the sake of voting, I mean, I don't know if it's worth shaking your household up about a name, because of course you could always go back and change the name again, doing it every 4 years or so or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to let your morals determine, what that's all about. But I think it's important for everybody that can vote to vote. And I think that having a different name, I don't know if that should be a catalyst to problems in your relationship, or if voting and ensuring that type of freedom is just as important as whether or not a name is there. So you're going to have to make that determination, or let the household vote the same if you're going to keep your name the same. But ultimately, the way they're doing things is to suppress and to ensure certain things are in place, the same as ensuring certain things are not in place for you. But again, a passport will do some calibrations. Yeah, I normally do kale. David, look how my thoughts just changed, because I just saw that I'm trying to multitask here. But yeah, I normally would do kale with the turkey necks, but like I said, this time I'm gonna do it more rice. I normally would do kale I would do cabbage. Well, not do that, but you know, collards, of course, or you could do a combination of like mixed greens. You know, turnip, mustard, kale, collards. So good. Oh my God, so good. Put a little bit of slap your mama up in there and get some heat going. Can't wait to make that. But yeah, so I want the ladies and the gentlemen to understand how serious it is for voting. I hope we all make it a point to flip all of these Republican seats coming up in 2026. And I hope the people who you know, have evil hearts will understand that, you know, voting Democrat doesn't necessarily make you a Democrat. It's just that you just need to do the right thing and ensure that the support is there. This is not about labels, you know, but people, you know, it's the laziness for me. The people who won't vote, it's always going to be the laziness for me. So if you didn't vote, you didn't. But hopefully your household isn't being affected in any way by the fact that you didn't feel like getting up, you know. But maybe you'll get up the next time and see how other people that you care about's household is affected. Because it does matter and it does affect all of us. But anywho, yeah, I think I need to leave work early today because I ain't got 8 hours. I don't think I got 8 hours today. They're not gonna get much work out of me. They're not gonna get much work out of me on no Friday. Okay. But yeah. So anywho, this is gonna be pretty short today unless y'all want me to keep yapping. But like I said, I'm practicing on y'all so that I can I'm interested, I think, in doing a podcast. So I can really talk about the stuff that I really want to talk about. So now it's about to be time for me to cross over my lanes. I gotta cross over 5 and 6 lanes to get to where I need to get to. But like I said, the traffic today is not bad. Like I said, I'm the only one going to work apparently. And so this is gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to start taking Fridays off. I don't have time for this. I only got 4 days. I thought they was trying to change the work day and the school day. They need to get to that. Like the protest rally in March. Y'all like my hair wrap today? This one been sitting for a long time. I forgot about this one. It's definitely giving off all of the Caribbean and the African nations. Okay, power to the people. But anywho, peeps, I am on the access road now. What time is it? 7:30. And you know I'm not walking. You know what? I should go inside early so that they can know I'm leaving early. See? Yeah. Yeah, I think I might do that. Hey, Nikki. Hey, girl. Hey. Was you affected, girl? Oh, God. Please say no. But anyway, Bad Romance by Lady Gaga's on. So I'm going to have to replay that when I get off with y'all so I can be like, coming up in a bad romance. But anyway, oh, I'm so tired this morning. And I got a lot of binge watching to do on Netflix. It's a lot of stuff coming up here. And let me tell y'all what pissed me off too. Let me tell y'all what happened real quick. So I'm over there. My one of my girlfriends gonna tell me that she getting Peacock for $3. I said, oh no, hell no. So I'm looking for a discount. And I call up Xfinity and they gonna tell me that I already got Peacock and it's been included, and they've been charging me since October. Now that's my fault for not seeing that they've been charging me the money. But needless to say, I'm going to need a refund immediately. You know what I mean? I'm going to need a credit ASAP. And so I have Peacock, so now I've been watching that show Traitors. Y'all watch Traitors? I love that. It's so good. I need to put my name in the mix, okay? If they're going to put me out anyway, I need to be finding something else to do that's entertaining, okay? Put my name on the list so I can be down to the reality television shows, okay? That's what I'm about to be doing. This, okay, you better move over, sir. All these it's a lot of people that's non-drivers. You need to be driving defensively. Nobody told you that? My Uncle Herbie told me this years ago. When you drive, you got to be a defense driver, okay? Don't be scared. Even though you still have to drive for other people, don't be scared. And so, you know, be cautious, but don't be afraid, you know? So, but yes, a lot of non-drivers. You got to drive for everybody else on the road. That's like rule number 1. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Nick, because Lord knows everybody was biting their nails that Tuesday, were we not? Jesus. And I don't appreciate that. I feel like I need some compensation for my pain and suffering, okay? For the level of anxiety that they had me at. And even then, they don't think I know y'all not done. I know y'all not done. And it's all good, because I am. I am. I'm over it, you know? All this work, extra work they want us to do, not me. Not me, honey. You can put me on any team you want. I'm doing the work that I get paid to do. The rest, I'll come up with a reason why I can't do it. But that's just how it is. That's just how I get down. But they're not going to get me to do much else except for what I get paid to do. So I take my cues from the top. I don't listen to anybody. Okay? You say you breaking the law, and I say, okay, well then do something about it. That's my point. Okay? And so I'll come up with whatever I got to come up with as the reason why I'm not going to be able to do all that extra work. I mean, because here's my thing with the extra work. If we take our cues from the top and they're saying, we don't need this program, we don't need this, we don't need that, then that means you don't need that extra work to be done. There is no extra work. You letting people go, you saying that their job or what they're doing is not valuable, you're saying the work that they're doing is not needed, well then why are you trying to give it to me to finish up? Why do I tie up what loose ends? I want you to cut off the work cold turkey the same way you cut off these people. And not because I don't want people to have what they need, obviously. It's just the point where it's like, oh, so we supposed to be left holding the bag? I get it. Do more with less, but that's not how math works. There's no way to do more with less. I do more with more, okay? Basic math says there's no way for me to do more with less. That's not how addition and subtraction works. I do with what I have, okay? So now I'm parked, I'm backed in like a getaway driver. My cousin got me backing in my whole life. Everywhere I go, he backs in, I back in. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good day. I am parked, and I'm going to sit here for one more minute, and then I'm going to go in, and then I'll be able to leave at least 20 minutes early because I came in 20 minutes early, okay? They could talk to me about it on Monday, even though it's not going to be nothing to talk about, because I'll just be like, okay, yes, I understand. Okay, thank you. And then I'm out of here, okay? So anyway, y'all have a good day regardless, okay? If you do have to curse somebody out, pull them to the side. Why? Because it's going to always be their word against yours. Okay? She said this. What do you mean? I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay? Pull them to the side and let them know. Don't do me. Okay? Don't do me. But anyway, y'all have a good day regardless. And have a good weekend. Happy Easter. If you go to church, get there early. Pray for me while you're there. Because I don't have time to be down to the Easter concert. Not this weekend. I'd rather go when it's less people. But, anyway, love you guys. Have a good one. Regardless.